post-pandemic vaccine therapy journey when you realised fear had changed who you were. Have you ever looked back at yourself from before the pandemic and wondered where that person went? Not the person in photographs, the person inside, the person who slept peacefully, the person who trusted easily, the person who spoke freely, the person who did not constantly scan for danger. Something feels different now. You cannot always explain it. You only know that the old version of you feels distant. And at first, the changes seem temporary. Just stress, just uncertainty, just survival, just getting through another week. But weeks, months, years pass, and fear slowly moved furniture inside the mind. You became more cautious, more suspicious, more alert, more prepared. And the nervous system adapted to a world that felt unstable. Every announcement carried weight. Every news update carried threat. Every conversation carried risk. Every decision carried consequence. And the body learned that safety could disappear quickly. Trust could disappear quickly. Normality could disappear quickly. So it stopped relaxing, even when the danger appeared gone. And the adaptation became identity. You began checking things twice, thinking twice, speaking twice, trusting twice. The mind stayed busy because the mind believed vigilance was protection. And perhaps during those years it was. But survival habits often become permanent residents long after the emergency ends. And that's where many people become trapped. Not inside lockdowns, inside adaptations. The body still behaves as though another shock is approaching, another announcement, another mandate, another demand, another crisis, another reason why ordinary life may suddenly become conditional again. And the hardest part is that most people around you cannot see it. They see functioning, working, driving, shopping, smiling, participating. They do not see the internal calculations, the rehearsed conversations, the anticipatory fear, the invisible tension sitting behind ordinary moments. And you begin realizing that fear did more than influence your behavior. It altered your personality, the way you think, the way you trust, the way you relate, the way you imagine the future. The recognition can feel devastating because nobody wants to discover that fear became a permanent architect inside their own life. Yet healing begins exactly there. The moment you recognize the adaptation, the moment you see the survival mechanism, the moment you stop calling it normal, because what was necessary during pressure may no longer be necessary now. The nervous system can learn fear, but it can also learn safety. The mind can learn vigilance, but it can also learn peace. The person you were may not be gone forever. They may simply be buried beneath years of survival. And recovery begins when the body finally receives permission to stop preparing for the next emergency. And the deepest victory fear achieved was convincing people that the people created by survival was the person they had always been.